Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is January 1st, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content. You come back for more. Today I want to go over my sales for December. But before I do that, I just also want to share something with you guys that was unexpected, but it happens on occasion. Yes, today I received a message from a buyer stating that they would like to have a refund, my first one for the new year. Let me just read it really quick for you guys over here. This is in regards to the Sony Dream Machine FM AM alarm clock radio model ICF C318. The buyer writes back to me and says, unfortunately, the clock setting feature does not work, and that makes this clock radio useless. I was very disappointed, but not angry. It says, I went online and found the user's manual. I followed the directions carefully as far as possible without any success. If you want me to return the clock radio, you will have to provide the postage for a return. Please let me hear from you. Since you represented this item to be tested and working, I feel that I'm entitled to a complete refund. Please copy your response to my email. Thank you, H. I'm not going to say the person's name. Let me put it this way. I want to share this with you guys really quick before I jump into my sales. I'm not saying this is going to happen on this occasion, but I had it where on two occasions, okay, that I want to share this with you guys. I had it where I sold a Keurig coffee maker to a buyer. The buyer received it, and after they received it, I get a message. This is not last year, maybe a couple months back. And the buyer says, I would like to return this item. I seen it for a cheaper price. So I said, okay, please send it back, repackage it, make sure it's nice and well secured, because I said most likely it's going to be, relisted again. So then after I sent that message, the buyer sends me another one saying the reason I want to send it back is because I seen it cheaper somewhere else. Someone else was selling it a lot cheaper. So that's when I respond. I said, okay, well, I appreciate you letting me know. I said, again, thank you, and please send it back. Do you know, after I did not conform to the buyer's request, like in other words, I think what was happening is it was kind of like a let's make a deal type of thing. They were probably had no intentions of returning this year. What I believe happened is they wanted to see if I was going to conform to their way of doing business. In other words, trying to chew me down in price by me coming back with a counteroffer and saying, oh, okay, you're seeing it for a cheaper price. How much did you see it for? And hoping that I would go along with it, and we would, the transaction would end that she got it cheaper. And when I told her, when I messaged back to her stating, no, I'm not going to do that there. Just please send it back, and I'll give you a full refund. It disappeared. They kept it. Okay, never heard back from them again. There was another incident recently where I sold a microwave, and you'll see it's in the sales here. The buyer received it. It was tested. Now, folks, mind you, if you buy from me, all the items I get are tested before and after. Before and prior to sending them out to make sure everything works. I like to give it the once over. I always like to make sure everything's good and functional, whatever. Now, in regards to this person stating that the item is not working, I think that's a lot of, malarkey, so to speak. For the simple reason is it was tested. And I did, looking at the listing, I did send it with basic instructions on how to set the clock. So, looking at the way this person is saying here, if you want me to return the clock radio, you will have to provide the postage. Now, I already messaged the buyer back, said, please send it back to me. I will, give you a full refund plus your postage. I'm going to see what happens. And the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes when you respond to a buyer in a certain way, they end up keeping it up after all. So by them saying they find this radio useless, this Sony clock radio useless, hoping that I would say, well, you can keep it, I'll give you a full refund. I can't do that, folks. There are people that do that, though. There are people out there that will say, rather than go through all the rigmarole and go through the processing of returning it and giving it back, let them just keep it. I don't do things like that, folks. And you're going to have that happen. Now, on the microwave that recently went out in the month of December, everything was tested on it, was well packaged, no problem whatsoever. The buyer gets it a day, coming 2 days later, whatever it is, was going to Puerto Rico, and they get it, and the buyer says the board is not working, the board is not functioning. It's like, the board, what are you talking about? Well, I'm thinking of a microprocessor board, And I said, could you please, respond to me? What do you mean by the board's not working? What are you talking about, the board? He could have said the key, he could have said the display, the digital display there is not working, but he said the board. I know he's talking about board. So anyway, I told him, he wanted, I guess, he was probably hoping again that, maybe I would tell him, okay, well, keep it then. That wasn't about to happen. So soon as I messaged him back, said, I'm very sorry that you're finding, that the unit is not working for you. I said, please send the item back. Please package it. Make sure it's well packaged so it doesn't get damaged when you send it back to me, because this item will most likely will be resold. But I also did say that I was going to open up a claim with the United States Postal Service. I don't know if he probably figured, I was going to open it up and see if he damaged on his end. It has nothing to do with the buyer. And if it was damaged upon shipping, then I put a claim in for the United States Postal Service, and they will pay me for the damaged item. Because I always send these items out with priority mail. And with priority mail, you're covered up to $100 tracked and insured. So you're insured up to $100. This item did not go for no $100. So anyway, lo and behold, after I send that last message back, the buyer says, oh, I'm going to probably have it fixed. In other words, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to hold on to it. So he has 30 days to return if he changes his mind. But what I'm trying to say is, you're going to find that whether you're a new seller or maybe you are a seasoned seller, like I've been on eBay for over 20 years, okay? And I could tell you the craziest stories I've had since being on this this platform here, where I had buyers literally telling me that they make a demand, as far as like they tell you what they're gonna pay for the item, and then they'll also tell you that you're gonna pay the shipping and handling. And I was like, excuse me, who's the seller here and who's the buyer? So you're gonna have crazy stories like that come up every now and then. So just keep that in mind. I'm not gonna expand too much on the topic. We'll see what happens with this here for this Sony Dream Machine AM, FM and AM clock radio. We'll see what happens if the buyer is going to return. I said also, when you return it, if you go through the United States Postal Service, please send it the cheapest way possible, because I said, I'm going to be paying for the shipping, the return shipping, try to send it cheap as possible, but and I said also, make sure it's well packaged, and to please send me the tracking number. So let's see what happens with this buyer. If I don't get it, if he doesn't respond to me with a tracking number, or he doesn't start a return process, then I know that that's what he was out to do. He was out to keep the item. So plain and simple. These things happen. Now, I just heard, I was doing this video prior to this one here, and looks like I got another one here. Somebody else bought something else. Okay. So it looks like the sales is picking up here, folks. Let me refresh this screen for a second here. Okay, apparently I just made another sale. I got 3 sales that are on here. This one here is for the 3 items to be shipped. They didn't put it down. One is for this here. One of these here. This is the this one to show you guys. I picked up. Let me tell you a little story about these here. I picked up 2 of these yesterday at the thrift store. They are the Xbox 360 wireless controllers. Okay. I also picked up this one here, which is a Wii controller. Let me just take it out of the bag so you get a little idea what it's all about. maybe you may be interested in. This one here is a Wii Controller. Okay, was tested and works. This here, believe it or not, is a motion adapter. You pop it out and it pops in there like that, and it's called a motion adapter, I believe. I think it's the RVL026, and the unit. This is the RVL, I think 026, and this here is the RVL003, the wireless controller. So this is how I got it yesterday. I don't want to break it, and it comes with the rubber case. Okay, this is an official Nintendo case, it looks like. I have to use the magnifying glass, folks. I'm sorry. My eyes are going bad here. Yeah, it's an official Nintendo rubber case that goes on here. I took it off because I had to take pictures, and it also comes with the carrying strap as well. So I got this here. I got two of these. I got two of the Xbox 360s, and one of these sold already. And when I was, doing my other video, my test video, this is the Xbox wired 360 guitar, which sold as well. So these 4 items I picked up yesterday at my local thrift store, and it was great because they had 50% off. These guys here sold. 3 of them sold, and I got 2 to go. Okay, yeah. I got the, what am I saying, 3? Yeah, I got these here to go, this, and, oh yeah, there is one over there that's going to be sold too. Another item. Yeah, this didn't sell yet. Okay, so I got quite a few items that are for sale so far for the month of January, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, with that set aside, let's go over really quick, and I want to show you what's sold. What I just showed you just now is the Harmonix Rock Band guitar. It's sold for $29.99. That's for today, January 21st. January 1st, 2020. I'm thinking ahead of myself here. I'm sorry. This one here sold as well. Now, it had a best of. A little story with this one really quick. This one here, I had it for $29.99. The buyer had offered $20 for it. I took it. However, I'm still waiting for the buyer to make payment on it. I sent the buyer 2 invoices, and I messaged the buyer. I went through the messaging system, and I asked the buyer, you message them and ask them if your item is ready to be shipped, which it is. I got it right here. It's all packed up. Just waiting for her to make payment. And once that happens, it'll go out. But I also put in a note, if you do not want it, I said, please let me know so it can be relisted. So this is technically, it's sold. Sold it for $20. They pay for the shipping and handling. The other thing was the Hallmark School Days Peanuts Charlie Brown Christmas tin. Asked $99 for it. Sold for $9.99. Here's a Microsoft Wireless Notebook Optical Mouse. Sold for $9.99. Now notice everything over here, folks. I don't charge free shipping. Everything, the buyer pays for that there. I feel like I'm charging it cheap enough. If I offered any free ship, I might as well just give it away. So everything I sell is always with shipping, and the buyer always pays the shipping. All right. So the Ideal TCR racing controller is $7.99. That's what I got for it. The Flip Ultra camcorder, model number whatever, U260, whatever, that's sold for $9.99. I just want to show you something really quick over here. If you look over here, you'll see it says trending. I noticed with eBay, when you're doing listings and stuff like that, when you're getting ready to do a listing, you're going to see on occasion that they are going to put what that item is trending at. This will give you a little ballpark idea, a figure as far as like what you want to sell. If you want to undercut the trending part of it even lower, that's totally up to you. That's you do that at your own discretion. I just wanted to get rid of this thing, so I probably could have got $15 for it, but you know what? I said, let's just get rid of it. So I'm happy it's gone. This here is the Wizard of Oz Bradford Exchange 3D collector's plate. I had it for $19.99. The person offered me $15. I took it. Here is an item, a vintage cast iron turtle lamp. I bought this here, I think the other day. It only took about a day to sell it, to be honest with you. I put it up in the morning, in the afternoon, late afternoon. I got a sale for it. Someone bought it. I had it for $29.99. The person, I think, offered me $24 or whatever it was, something like that. I took it. I said, hey, why not, And it was from the same buyer. The buyer bought it. I'll show you the other thing this person bought. He's a repeat buyer, and I'm glad to see that there. Here I had a post-World War II U.S. Officer Visor cap from 1953. I asked $49.99 for it. And that's what I got. This was really clean, folks. This was a real nice hat. If you come across genuine military hats, in some case, I got this for a real good price. In fact, it was a half day off when I bought it. These things, if they're in really good condition, you can get some decent money for it. I made decent money off of this one here. This here, the Zara woman's top size is large here. This was $7.99. I think the person offered me $5. I took it. I want to get rid of it. This is the one that's in question right now. It's the one that's sold. The one I was just telling you just now that the buyer sent. They said it doesn't work. It's the model, like I said, ICFC 318. I asked $9.99 for it. That's what I got. Now, if he follows through with it, I'm going to have to owe him the $9.99 plus the $7.74 for shipping, because he did ask. He feels that he's entitled to the free shipping, which I offer free returns, as you can see here on all of these things. Okay. This Olivia, what do you call it there? 32-inch HD LCD TV. Is good condition. The only thing is like a little scratch along the screen. I'm asking $19.99 for it. I just want it out of the storage facility. It's in a big box. It's taking a lot of space up. I want to get rid of it. It's for a local pickup. The story with this here is really phenomenal. I talked about this in my other videos once before about the buyers not reading descriptions. They don't. This here is for a local pickup. Okay? A local pickup, mind you. Do you know I had 3 out-of-staters make a purchase and then I had to cancel it? That's what this is here, folks. This is not a purchase. Technically it was, and then I had to cancel it. I don't know if for some reason eBay didn't refresh their system. This should have been off their system. It should have been purged out of it, but it wasn't. I had one for a person was asking for it in California. I think another one was asking for it in Florida, and I forget what the other one was. 3 people from 3 out-of-staters inquired about this here when it says pickup only, and it's in New York. This last one that you see here that shows purchase was from a person in Florida, and I told the person, I said, this is for a local pickup in New York. I said, therefore I'm canceling out the order. He's like, he messaged me back, please do, please cancel it. I didn't realize it. Read the description. Read it. Jeez, these people don't read the descriptions, and all it does is create problems, because after I lose the watches on it, right after I cancel it out, I end the item, then I got to start all over again and keep it up for another 30 days. So all the watches I had on are gone. People don't read the descriptions. This here was the blue Yeti mic, just like I got here. See my blue Yeti? This is my blue Yeti. I love this thing. I like to use, I just want to tell you a really quick story note. This here is great. This was given to me as a gift, by the way. I didn't buy that, but it was given as a gift, and what a great gift too. You see the headsets I'm wearing here? These are Logitech, and these were up on eBay. Okay, believe it or not, these were up on eBay. I was going to sell them, and I said, you know what? I'm going to keep them. I tested out, and you know what I like about it? I like the radio sound it's got to it. You notice that there? It's got like a crisp sound to it. And when I tried it out the first time, and I uploaded on YouTube and stuff like that, and I listened to it over and over again, I said, this really sounds pretty cool. And these are Logitech. These ain't like no high-tech Sonys or, all the TIAC, headsets. These are just regular Logitech headphones with the built-in mic and, swivel-up mic. And I love it. I love the way it sounds. And I see other people using these, well, not these days, but they use headphones and stuff like that when they're doing podcasts. And I figured this would be a pretty good thing too, because I do have a podcast that I am working on. I tried it once before. I can't think of it. The thing it is, I forget the name of it. Well, I'll keep you guys posted. You could start your own podcast as well. It's not really popular, so I was just testing it out. I'm kind of like feeling the waters with, but I figured that's what this is good for. But that blue Yeti mic is just as great. That's you can't beat that. But anyway, I came across this blue Yeti mic stand, microphone, whatever. Got this on a half off day. I asked $19.99 for it, and that's what I got for it. And the buyer paid for the shipping, and it was brand new. It was brand new. When I seen it sitting there, I said, I know exactly what this thing is, the blue Yeti. Most people probably walked by it in the thrift store, probably didn't know what it was used for, and they probably looked at it like, what is this thing? But I tell you, because I have a blue Yeti mic, I know if I ever come across those things again, I will pick up that thing I got for a real good, cheap price. I mean, it was a good price. Okay, now, this story here with the Sony Dream Machine. Remember I just showed you the turtle lamp? Well, the same person who bought this bought the turtle lamp. This Sony Dream Machine, when I put in the description, they have a dimmer light on there, so you can see the time, like the light, the display, the LED. You can dim it. You can, I think, high, low, and medium, whatever it was. Well, in the description, I put it wasn't working. Okay. Again, when these electronic items go out, I try to give them for the most part with instructions on how to use it, and I also do a final inspection on it. Why is that? Because when they lay around the storage facility, they're dealing with all the elements of the weather, damp. It's not such a place. It's not heated. It's not air conditioned. Whatever. You got the summertime. You got the humidity. Wintertime. You got the cold air. So I bring it in here. I let it get to room temperature. I check everything out. I make sure the DVD was working on it, and the radio's playing. Everything was functioning. However, when I first had it, did the test on. That's why I said in the description it shows that the light was not working. So for whatever reason, it was just a fluky thing. I bring in here, get ready to test it out. Lo and behold, the light comes on. It's an amber color. It's like an orange color. I said, I don't believe this. I said the thing has got it's working. So everything tested out. I sent it to the buyer. The buyer says the dimming light switch don't work on it. Now this is before I didn't update it because it was already sold. So I messaged him back. He says, I tried messaging, tried working with it. And he goes, I can't get it to work. I said, well, if you look in the description, I said, it stated it right there. It wasn't working. He messaged me back. He said, he goes, that's my fault. He goes, I didn't see it. He goes, I'll just keep it for the CD player. I said, look, I messaged him back. I said, you don't have to keep it. I said, please send it back. I'll give you a full refund plus your shipping and handling. I gave him the option. He messaged me back. We're going back and forth. He goes, no, I'm going to keep it. He goes, thanks anyway. I appreciate it. Then I get a message about maybe 5-10 minutes later. Hey, Rich. The guy goes, hey, Rich. He goes, my name, I don't care. He goes, hey, Rich. He goes, you're not going to believe this. He goes, everything's working on it. The light's on. Everything's working. The dimmer switch is working. Whatever, the high, low, medium, whatever. And then it was like little 3 green little lights on there that work too. That let you know from you going from a radio, CD to whatever. And he goes, everything's working fine. I said, that's good news. I said, I'm so happy to hear that from you. So anyway, the story with this is the guy who bought this turned out to be a happy camper. I'm a happy camper. He also bought the turtle light there, the lamp. I put that up in one day. He bought it that same day, So that was a good thing. He's a repeat buyer, so I hope he's very happy with this here. In regards to this Fashion Queen nautical blouse, this is the one. I did a video on it, I think the other day or whatever. It's back in December. I don't remember. It was recently. What happened with this one here, even though it's showing that it's, as a sold item, technically it was sold. What happened was when I pulled it from the storage facility, when I took a picture of it, everything showed there was no marks on whatsoever. Somehow somebody must have touched it at one point to feel the material or whatever. Must have had ink or something on their hands. Where the button closure was, there was a mark on it. I couldn't get it out for beans. I could try stain clean it, remover, whatever. It's like a silky type of material. Couldn't get it out. I messaged the buyer, told the buyer, look, I said, I can't sell this item to you because I said I found the marking on it. I said, therefore, I'm going to cancel this order out and give you a full refund. Okay. eBay, I contacted eBay about it. They said because of the way I did it, it came as a little, well, it didn't affect my seller performance, but it's being listed as a defect because I didn't go through the proper channel. In other words, let the buyer should have contacted me and said, I wish to cancel it. Instead, I cancel it ahead. So that's what happened with that. That there is no longer online. I'm not going to put it up because who's going to buy a nice, it is a nice blouse too. Who's going to buy it with a marking on it? So I don't know. It's going to be probably, discarded. What am I going to do? I'm not going to give it to a thrift store. Someone's going to get it. What is a marking on it? Unless they're going to buy it and wear it anyway. But, that's the deal with that. This one here, the vintage nativity scene, I had this four crazy prices, $19.99, $29.99. I started dropping the price down. I dropped one day rid of it so bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a nice ceramics, nativity. I had it for $9.99. The person I think offered me $7 for it or something like that. I took it. So let it go. Here is a vintage Ertl MiG-29 airplane kit. Never opened. New, never opened. Asked $7.99. That's what I got. Here is the Hawaiian souvenir miniature car dashboard Hula Man or Hula Man doll, Hula Doll Man, whatever. I asked $7.99. That's what I got for it. This was pretty good. The Pikachu Yellow Ultra Pro Pokemon Pro Binder card holder with 20 pages for cards. This also had additional Pokemon cards in there. I was asking $19.99 for it. That's what I got for it. Very happy. This is the White Westinghouse, the one I was telling you about earlier in here. This is the one where the guy said the board was not working on it. This is what he was referring to. See right here? This is what he calls the board. I don't know what he meant by it because for the simple reason, I'm thinking of a circuitry board, right? I'm not talking about this. He should have said the display, where your key, whatever, the functional display. He was saying that wasn't working. That's when I told him, okay, well, then if it's not working, I said, please send it back and I'll take care of it. I'll give you a full refund. This is the item that he said he decided to keep. He's going to see if he can have it fixed. I have an idea what the story was, the outcome with that was, but I explained it earlier. We'll leave it at that. The Wizard of Oz Bradford Exchange 3D Collector's Plate. I was asking $19.99 for this here. Person I think offered me $16 or $17 for it. I took it. I find out one thing now, folks. When you're offering best offer, even if a person could save $2 or $3, they feel they got a deal. Seriously, they feel that they got a deal. Back in the day, I used to get these things where people would give you ridiculous lowball offers. If something was selling for $9.99, they'd say, "I'll give you $4 for it." I had one time for a person saying, "I'll give you $1 for it," and he told me, "You pay the shipping." I was like, "Excuse me?" I just declined. I didn't even want to get. I didn't even make a counter offer. I said it was an insult. But sometimes you're going to have that, folks. You're going to have people. They're going to, chew you down so much. They're going to see if they can practically get it from you for nothing. So be aware. Okay, this one here, the Sony Sight Dream Machine. This one here was for $19.99. The buyer, I think, offered me $17. I took it. Here's a Charlie Brown Christmas ornament. $9.99 I was asking for it. I think they offered me $6 for it. I took it. I wanted to get it out of here. This Sony Dream Machine here. $9.99 they were asking for it. I was asking for it. Not they were. I was asking for it. That's what I got. Here's a Farberware. Here's a Farberware super fast automatically coffee pot percolator. Asked $24.99 for it. That's what I got. A vintage Magnavox AM and FM clock radio with the TV. Asked $19.99. That's what I got for it. You might want to keep your eye out for these, folks. These are things that people seem to like. They're not high-end items, but it's still a sale. This thing was going for the Mario Kart Mini anti-gravity racing control Nintendo remote control replacement. Was going for $17.99. I had it for. They offered me $15. I took it. This over here, the New York 2010 New York Mets Charger Mustang Stadium Pass collectibles. They're two little cars, as you could see. I was asking $99 for it. I think they offered me $5. I took it. I wanted to get out of here. Here's the Keurig coffee maker B31. Oh, we're in November. Okay, I don't want to go into November's. I just want to ship basically the month of December's. So far December's not too bad. So far today, I made so far for January 1st, I made for 4 sales. So far 4 sales. The guitar, one of these. I also a remote control. Where is it here? The phone. Yeah. See, it says 3 items need to be shipped. So 3 sales altogether. Okay. And well, if you count the coffee pot there, the one that Keurig did, that's waiting, sitting by my desk over here. Once that's paid, that'll be go out. So not too bad. We'll see what happens. But it seems like sales are picking up. And I just want to go over with you guys really quick before I close this video out. If you see anything if you look at my listings and you see anything that you may that you're interested in, please don't forget to please don't hesitate to make a best offer. I've been accepting a lot of best offers, folks. I really want to move this merchandise out. I want to get different items, basically more electronic things. I like the electronic stuff. The clothing that you see, let me take these glasses off. The clothing that you see there within my listings, that's my daughter's stuff, just to let you guys know, okay? It's not thrift store bought stuff. Not that I'm saying anything bought from a thrift store, clothing from a thrift store is bad. It's just that I'm just letting you know that stuff came from my daughters. They given it to me. So if if there are women out there that buy any of those clothes, jewelry, shoes, sneakers, pocketbooks, whatever's out there, I don't remember offhand, That's my daughter's. That's personal stuff here. So like I said again, none of that stuff is store bought. Um, if I'm saying there's anything wrong with thrift store stuff, but the people do buy them, I mean, the only thing I recently bought from a thrift store, well, not recently, a while back, was the Derek Jeter shirt. It's like a nice button shirt, very cotton. He's probably good for the summertime. That's probably the only thing I bought, I believe, from a thrift store. As far as these things, a lot of stuff is from thrift stores, not the women's clothing. But I think the Derek Jeter shirt, that is a thrift store item, which is nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. It's nice and clean. There's nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't buy anything that's raggedy and. But for the most part, that's what the only thing I bought. But again, before I close out, again, if you see things that you like, please don't make a best. Please don't hesitate to make a best offer. Keep it reasonable, and I probably will most likely accept it. I really want to clean out this old inventory, get rid of the merchandise. I'm going to be doing a purge. Some items I'm going to be removing from my listings and donating to either my local church or a thrift store. Give it back to them. Not give it back to them, but donate it to them. Basically, it's like that, right? You buy from them, you give it back to them. No, I very rarely do stuff like that. But the stuff I got that I had been sitting around for a while, I'm going to purge out, get rid of it, and I want to try to get some new stuff. More like I said, more like the electronics. These items, like I said, like guitars like that, if I come across those Rock Band guitars, those I will be picking up. Those definitely will be picking up. People like the hardwired ones. They like the wired ones like that there. This one here, you can see here, I asked $29.99 for it, right? Let me see yeah, $29.99, and that's what I got for it. So people do like them there. So the things I'm showing you is just to give you a basic idea of what people are looking for. These are the things that sold. So, you might want to keep a lookout for them. I'm not saying you're going to find the exact same thing, like that little Hallmark lunchbox there, but you may come across something similar to it. Maybe you never know. You never know. And lastly, I just want to say to all of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel, I just want to say thank you so much. As you can see here, I changed the banner art, my YouTube banner art here. I kind of did this. I did this up through Canva, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, and I like the way it came out. You could do some animation stuff too. I think Canva has it where you could do animation as well in there, so you could add some nice things. I don't know if it's going to work on the YouTube banner art, but they do have things like that where you get some motion and movement and stuff like that. Before I close out, I just want you guys to know one thing. On this channel, if you're new for the first time, I talk about the reseller news, or Let's Talk eBay. I'm also a vlogger, so there may be times I may be talking about something that might not be eBay related or online reselling related, but the information I do put out is going to help you, okay? Because I like to share tips and tricks on certain things, like how to save money or some even do-it-yourself stuff as well. I assure you that whatever I put out, it's going to be helpful to you. Okay, I don't want to waste your time. I know your time is very valuable, just like mine is. But I just want you guys to know that on this YouTube channel, I may be putting different videos like that up. So I hope hope you will enjoy them, like them, and the most important thing, folks, is that you get a takeaway from them. That is the most important thing. Because going to a YouTube channel, for me anyway, if I don't get nothing out of it, I mean, entertainment's okay. I'm not saying every time you want to, you go to a YouTube channel, you got to get a takeaway from it. But, it's nice. It's nothing wrong with entertaining either. But for the most part, my channel, I call it the His Initiative, to help, inspire, and share. Okay? For all intents and purposes, I created this channel to help people out, share my thoughts and stories with you guys. And I also, like I said, I like to help people out. And the way I do it is by sharing information. And I want to inspire you people out there who want to start a business or thinking about starting a business. And that even goes for starting a YouTube channel. I said it before and I'll say it again. If you are an eBay seller, you should have a YouTube channel. Work hand in hand with it, because for the simple reason is you could share your information out there. You could probably put like some listings out there and tell people, hey, this is what I got on my eBay listings, just like I'm doing here. And it could only, if anything, it'll only help. It can't hurt you. It could only help you. So I really do feel that if you are an eBay seller, you should really look into creating a YouTube channel in conjunction with your business. I do believe it helps, okay? But that's my personal take on it. But anyway, and one last thing before I do go, for those who are new, I do not discuss religion or politics, and there's no profanity on my YouTube channel whatsoever. So I consider it a clean content channel, kids safe channel too. So I hope you guys like it. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is January 1st, 2021. If you are a seller on eBay or you are thinking about selling on eBay, I'm wishing you guys all the best in sales. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, bye-bye for now.